this picture pop up on my mobile phone today, and it took me a few years back. I think I will say not few years, 15 years back, when I started my experience as a biomedical scientist in histology laboratory. So in today's video, I am gonna share my honest reflection. It is what I learned as a biomedical scientist, and would I choose biomedical scientist again if I have to, or what are the challenges I personally experience as a biomedical scientist. This is what I am sharing is my personal experience. Other people might have different experience, but this is my 15 years of experience I am going to share with you. So stick around and let's dive into our video. Hello and welcome to my channel. It's me, Rifat, and this is, I think, is my first little longer video on my channel, and I thought that I will introduce myself, and I also share my experience as a biomedical scientist. So it's almost like a 15 plus years I'm working in a histology laboratory. So when I had to choose this profession, I was so excited and enthusiastic about science, and I love being like a hands-on this histology from all other like modules we have in a biomedical science, like blood sciences, microbiology, biochemistry. It is very hands-on work. So when and I found very fascinated the way biomedical scientists make sections, make slides. So I was very excited to join to become a biomedical scientist. And I raised as I had beliefs, certain sort of beliefs at that time. I've been told that the professions in healthcare, science, teaching, they are the real careers, and other professions just like in arts, writing, content creation, they are not real career, and they do not pay your bill, to be honest. So that's what I've been told. So I thought the profession I'm choosing it is giving me stability and it support my family, and it did as well. So I raised my family, I raised my 2 children. It gave me support, it taught me lots of things, it allowed me to work with a wonderful people. During this experience, I work in a different hospitals, and I started working in a London, and I found that working in a London, it gives you a lot of experience. There are so many hospitals. You can improve your CV if you are a career oriented person. You can do so. And not only in London, I work in a different outside London as well. So I have a pretty good experience working in a different histology laboratories, and I learned that there are so many things basically in these 15 years of experience I learned. I think I will say responsibility. Like responsibility, biggest lesson I learned that is a responsibility. Like every sample we receive, every biopsy we receive, every tissue sample in the laboratory we receive, there is someone out there waiting for the result. Any patient or any parent, someone is waiting for the result. So this is our responsibility to provide them the best possible result. So even though many people, they do not we do not get to meet them. However, there is like a group of people, including biomedical scientists, they are working toward creating a result for patients. Another thing is this profession taught me continuous development. We continuously learning new things, and I thought that doing a biomedical science degree, I got a job, so that's it. But no, that we are learning, constantly learning new things, new technology, new processes, new machines, new things. We keep new innovations, we keep learning constantly. And then I also learned resilience. That profession also taught me resilience, and healthcare, it continues every day. You are motivated or not, you are basically it help you to develop discipline, resilience, and responsibility. You know that you are working for someone out there is waiting for the result, so you put your full effort and responsibility to create the best outcome for the patient. So there is a feeling of serving behind the scene, just like I mentioned, the patients or many people, they do not get to meet biomedical scientists. They only know nurses and doctors. They do not know there is a group of people, they're working in laboratories, if even in the blood science, even histology, even microbiology, biochemistry. We are all working together as a chain to create the result and working toward in the healthcare industry. And I also realize self-awareness is very important. When you, for example, if you are a student listening this, and you just have done your A levels, and for the university you are looking for something for your profession, so you must know a little bit, you should be aware of yourself, which type of work environment you want to work. You want to work in an office, you want to work in a lab, you want to work in a health career, and you want to work in a can you meet deadlines, which type of environment would you like to work in. So that helps you to decide which profession is going to be best for you. So another thing, I wrote some points on my iPad, so I do not forget everything, but I have to share with you. So that I talk about the self-awareness, and I'm gonna speak about some challenges during my experience I felt they are, and this profession, it carries like a heavy responsibility. And not only responsibility, it is quite a lot of work. And healthcare, our work pressure is keep increasing every day. NHS, if you are working in NHS, there is a work pressure increasing. Staff is not we need more staff, and we need more equipment, everything is a work pressure. There is a lot of work pressure, and according to the work pressure, we all biomedical scientists, doctors and nurses, everyone, we are not I believe that financially it does not balance out the amount of work we've been doing and creating toward the healthcare. Financially we are not balanced out. And I personally, is my personal experience, I personally struggle financially as well. As a single parent, I was raising 2 young children, paying rent, paying bills, looking after children. I think when you are single, working as a single professional, I found myself quite stressed, and during the pay scale we've been offered. So as a band 6 or a band 5 or band 7, no matter which band you are, if you're working as a single parent, then it is a little stretch. And this is for me, but for it could be different for different people, because if you have a partner, if you have other financial opportunities, that situation might be different. So I'm just sharing my personal experience. So next thing is, I found that laboratory work, it could be repetitive, lot of repetition. For example, I am working in histology, so we use microtome, and it's quite repetitive work. And there's so many works, they are repetitive. And when if you are doing repetitive work, you're sitting in a benches, or you're working same type of work again and again, it give you challenges of back pain, neck pain, shoulder, wrist pain. So these type of physical discomfort you might feel when you're working in certain amount of years in these laboratories. And another thing I noticed while working as a biomedical scientist, you are mostly working inside the inside. You have no much opportunities to go to the fresh air. So working within the laboratory, you have you feel like a lot of smell, a lot of chemicals. Even though there is a risk management, there are healthcare procedures are there, but still there are lots of smells of chemicals, and you smell these things. You're constant in this environment, no matter whatever you do. Even you go in yes, if you're sitting in working in an office, that could be a little different, but still you working in a lab, you have to come in contact with these chemicals, and this type of environment you have to face. So these are the challenges I realized. And another thing I will say, if I would be asked the question, would I will be choosing biomedical scientist again, or if I will say my younger self to choose biomedical scientist profession again, then to be honest, I'm not sure. But I'm not saying that I regret. I learned a lot. This job, this profession support my life, it support my family, and I learned a lot of things, and it was a lovely experience. I'm still working as a biomedical scientist. However, I never let go of my hobbies, which I started with, and if I have the opportunity, I would be my younger self. I will say that look out other opportunities as well that excite you. So I will not say I regret, but however, if I have to choose again, I might choose different options as well. So while I was working as a biomedical scientist in my free time, I did support my hobbies as well. I like acrylic painting. I have a YouTube channel for that. I like sewing, teaching sewing. I have a separate channel. I have a few YouTube channels. So where I teach. And so I continue with my hobbies. So if you are someone like a multi-talented, you have so many hobbies just like I do, so you can give some time to them and share your knowledge with the world. Now there is a totally different situation out there than a few years 15 years back when I started as a biomedical scientist. And another thing is like so I had now I'm not only biomedical scientist, I am a teacher, I am a content creator, I am artist as well, I'm teacher as well, and I have a deep interest as a coaching, and I have a deep interest in personal growth as well. So if you are someone with you have different hobbies, pursue your hobbies and see what stands out for you. So so that's what this is my personal experience as a biomedical scientist, and it might help someone to learn. And if you are someone want to choose this profession, so you look at the challenges, you look at the good we will say positive points, and because negative positive in every profession, so which you prefer is the best. Whatever you choose, what you experience is the best. And because we continuously learning and growing, and that's a profession I choose 15 years ago, but now I am also pursuing my hobbies, which I love. And I will add the link of my other channels if you would like to watch them. If you have interest in arts, personal growth and sewing, I will add my channels links, and I would love to hear your comments. If you want to ask something, you can type in the comment section below. And to support my channel, I will appreciate if you subscribe this channel, and I will see you all in my another video. Up to then, have a wonderful day.